Hi everyone, we're going to create these really large bows, and you can tell by my hand it's about 5.5 inches. And then this is a Christmas one, and I made a Valentine one. This paper is, let's see here, it's got it Tuesday Morning, Snow Village by Paislee. And then this one is just an older Cane Company Valentine paper pad I had. Today we're going to make one using the Prima Cigar Box Secrets paper pad. So you can make these using just a 6x6 paper pad. Okay, you're going to need 2 punch boards. You're going to need your flower punch board and the envelope punch board. Okay, and the reason why I wanted to make these, because if you see my older videos, I've made bows with this board, but I noticed with this one, the center part of the flower is wider versus this one. You can see it's more narrow, and I like the way this one looks. So we're going to make this, and the tail part of the bow is using the envelope punch board, and the bow part is using the flower punch board. You're going to need a 5/8 circle punch. Now I tried it with 2 different sizes. You'll see the 5/8 circle punch, and I like this one better. And then there's the 3/4 circle punch. This one's nice too. It's a little bit larger, but you can use either size. Okay, so the pieces that you're going to need are, you're going to need a flat back pearl. You're going to need 3 circles, which is the 5/8 circle. This is for the tail, so this is 2 by 2 3/4. And I'll put, again, as always, the measurements down below. For the larger bow, this measures 2 by 5, so you need 2 pieces of that. And for the smaller bow, this is 1.5 by 4. Okay, so let's start with the tail first. Okay, so what I do first is I take my flower punch board, and the only part of the flower punch board that we're going to need is this part right here. Okay, so let's get that. And keep in mind, when you're using, paper with print on it, you want to pay attention to the direction of the print when you're punching these out. So because this part of the side is going to be the leaf, I'm not too worried about which side I punch because it's pretty much the same pattern. So we're going to go ahead and punch this first. And then just punch the other side. Okay, so you're going to end up with that. Okay. And do that to the next one. So you'll have 2 of those. Okay. And then you're going to take your envelope punch board, and we're going to make the tail part. And if you'll notice on the punch board here, you'll see those 2, I'm not sure you can see it, there's like these 2 little holes right here. You just want to line this edge up to that. So just kind of make sure it's in the center in between those 2. So it looks like it just lands on the 1-inch part, okay, of the board. So we'll do that. Punch that. Okay, so that's what you get. Okay, and then we'll do the next one, and we'll punch. Okay, so you got 2 of those. Okay, so that's that. Okay, I'm sorry, hold on one second. I seriously think princess knows when I make a video, because every time I have my tripod in front of me, she just starts to bark. Okay, so I had to give her a treat, so sorry about that. So that's that right there. Okay, so that's the two tails of the thing, and then now we're going to make the bow. So let's get the large bow. So this is the 2x5. Now again, you want to pay attention to which end you're going to punch. Okay, so if you want this side of the bow to show, like, you know, right here, then it would obviously go like this. Okay, so then you're going to punch, well, actually, you know what, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it does matter, but we're going to punch all the corners first before I end up confusing you. Sorry. So let's just punch all 4 corners first, and then I'll explain to you what I was trying to say. Okay, I'll do that to the other one. And I have to, sorry I'm reaching over, but I have to use my left hand because I have to apply pressure to this, and it hurts when I use my right hand. So I'm just gonna, I have to use my left hand. Okay, now this is what I mean. So I want this design to show on this side of the bow right here. Then obviously I'm gonna make this part go like this. Okay, and if this side, it's obviously going to be this way. Okay, so all you're going to have to do is just, I take a brush and I just curl it up like so. Do that to both pieces. And then I'm going to take my hot glue, and you just glue these 2 pieces together. And I use clothespins to help hold it down. It helps a lot while that's settling in. I'm going to glue the other one. So you just fold it like so. Okay, so we'll put those to the side for now. Now we're going to make the smaller bow, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to punch all the corners. And this one again is 1.5 by 4. Okay, so we don't need that anymore. So let's just curl this again. And this doesn't really matter which way I turn the paper, the bow, because it's pretty much just one print. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue that together. Okay, that should be dried. Okay, so now that we got all our pieces, we're going to take our little circle here, and I'm just going to add some glue to the little circle. And all you're going to do is just line these 2 together, like that. And you can use your, I use my Stampin' Up mat to make sure that it's lined up evenly. So I kind of use that as a guide. Okay, now we're going to take our large flower, and before I glue it down, I want to make sure that's how I want it. So I'm just going to add glue to the back and then just line it up. So they all pretty much lined up with each other. Oops. That one came apart. Just give it a few seconds. Okay. Now let's take the smaller ones. Wait, hold on. Before I put it down, let me see how I want it to look. Okay, I'll take these, make these 2 large roses on top. And then you just line this up with the large bow. Do the same with the other. Okay, just hold it for a few seconds. Actually, you only need 2 of these. You don't really need 3. And then just add glue to this one. You can line it up with the bottom circle, like so. Just press it down for a few seconds. And then take our flat back pearl and put that in the center. Okay, and there you go. Got yourself a really pretty big bow. So that's how you create it. Thanks for watching. Bye.